Hey everybody, my name's Bady, and I'm a storyteller. I am also a teaching artist with Flushing Town Hall, where we believe that global arts are for global kids. I love stories. I guess that's why I'm a storyteller. And one of my favorite of all kinds of stories is fairy tales. Why do I love fairy tales? Because they allow us to work problems out. I mean, in the stories, there's always a big problem. And the characters in the story have to figure them out. Now, how do you know if a story's a fairy tale? Simple. A fairy tale usually has at least one, and sometimes all, of these certain characteristics. Know that you can find fairy tales in absolutely every country in the world. And what makes them each different is the culture and the language and the way that they're expressed. Little Red Riding Hood is said to be the oldest fairy tale there is, going back at least 3,000 years. Once upon a time, a long time ago, there was a little girl named Blanche. One day, her grandmother came to her and had brought her a beautiful gift. It was a long cloak that had a big hood in it, and it was the color of gold. Golden sun, golden flowers. It was gorgeous, and she never wanted to take it off. Except when she went to bed, I'm sure. And that's why everyone stopped calling her Blanche. They started calling her Little Golden Hood. Well, one day, Little Golden Hood said to her mother, "Mama, I'd really like to go through the woods and bring Grandma these brownies that I just made. Can I do it? Can you come with me?" Because she had never gone through the woods by herself. Her mother said, "Oh, no, dear, I can't. I'm much too busy. But you can go by yourself if you remember the 3 rules. Number 1, stay on the path. Number 2, don't pick the flowers. And number 3, don't talk to strangers." "Oh, Mom, I'm sure I can do that. Can I go? Can I go?" "Sure. I'll see you at home later." Well, Little Golden Hood packed a basket and took off skipping and running and hopping and jumping down the road through the forest to her grandmother, who lived on the other edge of the forest. She was having such a great time that she didn't notice that there was a wolf creeping behind her until suddenly he jumped ahead of her and said, "Ow, Little Golden Hood. Oh yeah, it looks really good seeing you, yeah. Oh, I know where you're going. You're on your way to your grandmother. Well, I know your grandmother so well, and I'm there to see her too. I'm on the way. I've been following you. Ow! What do you think? Should we walk together? As a matter of fact, you see those beautiful flowers over there? We can pick flowers and we can pick flowers, a nice bouquet for your grandmother, and I'll show you a quicker way to go. What do you think?" But then her mother's rules kicked in, and she said, "Number 1, I always stay on the path. Number 2, I don't pick flowers. And number 3, possibly most important of all, I don't talk to strangers, and I don't care who you say you know or anything about that. And I don't know how you know my name, but I can tell you, I won't talk to you. Oh, and the other thing, I know karate." Well, as soon as she said that, the wolf gave up, it appeared. And he went off down his separate path as he let her just take the long way to her grandmother's. Well, the wolf continued. He went as fast as he could. And when he got to the grandmother's house, wasn't even polite. He didn't even knock. He went straight through. And when he got into the place, he saw the grandmother wasn't there. Actually, she had gone to the market to sell some vegetables and bring home some meat and some flowers. He knew what he should do. Well, he knew exactly what he should do. He put on Grandma's gown, he put on Grandma's hat, and he got into bed and he pulled the covers up and started sneezing. Achoo, achoo, achoo. Well, he was there a little while before Golden Hood made it. She knocked on the door like a good little girl. Knock, knock, knock. And the wolf said, achoo, little darling granddaughter, little Golden Hood, come in, ow, I want to see you. And so she came in, and she went right over to the bed, and she couldn't believe how bad her grandma looked. She said, Grandma, you look terrible. Achoo, I got a terrible cold. Achoo, achoo, achoo. Oh, you look awful. Oh, Grandma, what great big eyes you have. Achoo, achoo. The better to see you with, my dear. Come closer. And the wolf put his great big arms around her. Oh, Grandma, what great big hairy arms you have with nasty nails. The better to hug you with, my dear. And he clasped her so tight. Grandma, what great big teeth you have. The better, to eat you with, my dear. And with that, the wolf ripped off his hat, pulled off Granny's nightgown, and started to chase little Golden Hood around the room, round and round and round, until little Golden Hood remembered, I know karate. Ow! Look out, Mr. Wolf. Boom, 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 boom. Well, she punched him, and he fell down. And she put her foot on him, and at that very moment, right before he could get up, Grandma walked in. Oh, my dear, what is this? It's a wolf, Grandma, who's wanted to eat me and probably wanted to eat you, too. Well, I know what we're gonna do with Mr. Wolf. And she had a great big bag where she had carried all the things she was gonna sell at market, and she dumped out the things she bought. She didn't care where they landed. She had a more important task to do. And they got the wolf into that bag, tied it up, and rolled it down the river. And the two of them sat down to brownies and tea. And you know they lived happily ever after. Well, now the story is over. I would like you to think about how you could retell this story in your own words.